Yo, welcome everyone. Bitcoin has gotten another rejection, but do not fall for this trap because we can still expect a big bounce towards our main price target. Let me show you. For the past couple of days, we are still trading in some kind of a very small horizontal range. Yesterday, we tried to see a breakout towards the upside, but all we got right here was a swing failure pattern or a liquidity grab above the recent high, another rejection back towards upside. Then we tried with another breakout, but all we got was a swing failure pattern or a liquidity grab above this specific high, another rejection back into our horizontal range. So it really does look like Bitcoin is trying to react as much people as possible in the shortest amount of time. And every single time you would try to actually long the breakout, or maybe even to go with a short or a sell position on the break towards downside, you would definitely get wrecked. So that is why what we usually say, trade the range until it actually breaks. We are not being bullish on the breakout. We are not even interested to fire another long position right here because we are only looking to fire a long or a buy position at the area of support. And in this specific video, yes, I am going to share with you where we can actually look to fire another long or a buy position of Bitcoin, or if you're right now already still holding some long positions, where you can be adding not only to a long position of Bitcoin, but also on many different altcoins, on many different cryptocurrencies. Now, let's talk about what we can expect in the next couple of hours on the 1 hourly time frame. And for that, I really want to talk about the 5-wave price structure that it does look like right now it is being finished, and all the chop we are seeing for the past couple of days is probably some kind of an ABC correction. Let me right now first of all go with our Elliott impulsive wave. To be honest, I really do think Bitcoin completed the first impulse right here, correction, another impulse, another correction, and then another impulse towards the upside. So all of this 5-wave price structure, it means we right now finished our first impulsive Elliott wave, and as right now we are forming some kind of an ABC correction. This specific correction at the moment, it does look like it is taking a very long time to develop, and that is why if we are right now going to see another push towards the downside in the next couple of days, in the next couple of hours, of course we can look to fire another long position of Bitcoin expecting much higher price targets. But let me right now do share with you exactly what is this specific ABC correction looking like. We are going to go with our ABC right here, and we are simply going to mark the entire push down as being our A wave. As of right now, the entire push toward the upside is being the B wave, and the push down that we are right now still expecting is then going to be our C wave. Now, with the B wave right here, you still need to be slightly more careful. If Bitcoin is going to go higher towards our main higher price target that I have been mentioning for a very long time, which is going to be the top of our descending channel, the 0.786, and also the liquidity level at 109,000 US dollars, and then see a rejection towards upside, of course, we need to adjust our B Elliott wave just slightly. But nevertheless, let's right now say we topped out at approximately 108.8 thousand US dollars. If we now continue lower, we are looking for a push towards downside for Bitcoin to actually complete the last Elliott wave, the last part of the correction, and of course, ideally, I am still looking towards the low right here at approximately 106.4 thousand US dollars. However, with the entire ABC correction, we right now also need to get some very important Fibonacci extension price targets, and that is why it's very important for us to trade from level to level. What exactly do I have in mind? If we right now measure from the high right here back towards the low, that being said, we are measuring the entire A Elliott wave, putting the third pivot at the start of the C Elliott wave if we are right now going to go lower. In this case, you should always please pay attention towards 1-to-1 Fibonacci extension price target that is right now landing at approximately 107,000 US dollars. This specific price target is actually a very important one. However, in my opinion, not the biggest area of support on the entire Bitcoin chart. And before we do talk about the support levels, I would really right now appreciate for you to smash up the like button, because 1,000 likes are really possible. And also, thank you for subscribing to the channel. Let me right now do share with you why our 1-to-1 Fibonacci extension level right here is an important level. However, it's not the best level where we actually do have a super high probability of bouncing towards the upside. Why would I say it's an important level that I would be paying attention to? Is because when you right now see how Bitcoin is pushing towards the upside, we are forming so many higher lows. We can right here see Bitcoin has gotten the first low for liquidity purposes, we got another low for liquidity purposes, another low, and also then another low. So you can clearly see we have 4 higher lows where, of course, people that are right now holding their long or buying positions are setting their stop losses. That is why, in my opinion, if we are right now going to go lower, definitely pay attention towards 107,000 US dollar area, where we have 4 higher lows in a row, aligning very nicely also with the 1-to-1 Fibonacci extension price target of the Elliott wave. Additionally, let me right now go with the fixed range volume profile, measuring the entire upper price action with volume. And on this specific volume profile, you're going to see the last volume level is coming in just slightly below our 1-to-1, just slightly below our liquidity levels right here. So I would say like that. The first target you should really pay attention to, in a case Bitcoin right now does drop lower, is going to be the area of 107,000 US dollars. However, right now, please pay very close attention to what I'm going to say right now. As I said before, if this right here, the entire move towards the upside, was the first impulsive Elliott wave, usually when we are talking about the entire ABC correction, we want to see a slightly deeper retracement towards downside. So if we are right now going to bottom out at this specific area, clearly the entire correction was very, very shallow, and we did not actually go that deep towards downside. So that is why ideally, yes, I would like to see even lower targets on Bitcoin, and not for Bitcoin to only bottom out at approximately 107,000 US dollars. I am just saying this right here, theoretically speaking, is a first very important price target. However, if we are going to go lower, we are going to get an even better opportunity for us to fire another long or a buying position. And probably right now you're wondering, what is this better support area going to look like, and where is it going to land? We are going to go right now with our Fibonacci retracements from our swing low back towards our swing high. And you can right here see 0.236 Fibonacci retracement level is coming in at 105.8 thousand US dollars. In my opinion, the best first area of support where I would definitely look to fire another long position on the Bitcoin chart itself. Why so? Also because this specific Fibonacci level is aligning very nicely with the anchored VWAP when we anchor it exactly at our recent low right here. This specific anchored VWAP has been curving towards the upside very, very nicely, and as of right now, it is coming in very, very close towards our 0.236 Fibonacci retracement level. And additionally, we can go with our very important exponential moving averages on the 4-hour time frame. 50 EMA is coming in actually as of right now very close towards our 1-to-1. However, 200 EMA on the 4-hour time frame is curving towards the upside, and probably it is going to land exactly at our Fibonacci retracement level at 105.8 thousand US dollars. So let's right now make a very simple, easy to follow plan. If Bitcoin right now does drop lower towards our Fibonacci level right here, we can actually already be looking to fire another long or a buy position on Bitcoin with a stop loss below the area of support, literally targeting maybe even another all-time high. The only question as of right now is, are we actually going to go towards our 0.236 Fibonacci retracement level, or are we already going to bottom out at our major liquidity level at approximately 107,000 US dollars? Of course, unfortunately, I do not know what is going to happen exactly. However, in terms of the theory, and ideally, I would like to see this specific Elliott wave to go slightly deeper towards upside, towards 105.8 $8,000 US. That is why if you're interested to go with another long position right here, make sure you are taking an advantage of the free $8,000 US bonus without KYC and without VPN with the second link down below in the description, because BTC exchange is as of right now only after you register giving to you 10 USDT completely for free. This specific bonus is unfortunately still limited to only the first 300 users, but nevertheless, after initial deposit, you're also going to get a 20% deposit bonus. You can track everything if you are going to register and go into the campaign center, because we are as of right now, yes, hosting this exclusive campaign. You can track all of your trades, you can track all of your deposits, and also if you're a whale, you're going to get even bigger bonuses. So take advantage of all of the free bonuses, including the 10 USDT completely for free only after you register with the second link down below in the description. No KYC and no VPN. Now let's talk about why the recent high right here at approximately $109,000 is still a very important level, and also why the recent low right here at $106,400 is also a very important level that ideally I would like to get taken out first before Bitcoin discontinue its way towards the upside. Pay attention right now to the liquidation clusters on the 3-day time frame, looking on the Bitcoin liquidation heat map. It does look like that as of right now we have also quite significant liquidations exactly below our recent lows at $106,300, and this specific level, $106,300, is landing exactly below the recent low. Additionally, we can zoom out a little bit and actually go from the 3-day time frame on the 2-week time frame. And here you're actually going to see that bigger liquidations, some even more significant ones, are not coming in below the recent lows, but actually above the recent highs at $109,000. That is why I am telling to you, even if we are right now going to see a rejection towards the upside, do not get trapped, because we are still interested firing another long or buy position. To be honest, I am quite confident that Bitcoin is going to continue higher eventually towards our major liquidations cluster at $109,000, where 250 million of short positions are going to get completely wrecked and completely liquidated. So I would say like that. Ideally, as of right now, I am looking for a bigger push down for Bitcoin to take out the low right here before we finally continue higher towards 109, maybe even towards another all-time high. However, as I said before, the first level you should be aware of is still going to be a major liquidity level at approximately $107,000. Now, let me also share with you something very important that we can notice on the RSI indicator, because when we go and zoom out on the 4-hour time frame, you are going to see yesterday we were already forming a brand new bearish divergence right here. So when you pay attention to the RSI, we are forming lower highs right here while Bitcoin is forming higher highs. Clearly it is going to be a regular bearish divergence. Now additionally, when we pay attention to our Elliott stochastic CG oscillator on the 4-hour time frame, we are seeing a double bottom pattern. And remember what I usually say, a double top pattern, it is a significant bearish Bitcoin indication, but on the other hand, a double bottom pattern is a bullish Bitcoin indication. We got a double bottom right here, Bitcoin clearly got a push towards the upside. We got another double bottom right here, we got another push towards the upside. So I would say like that, the Elliott stochastic CG oscillator in a combination with the RSI indicator, both of them are saying to us probably we are going slightly lower. Additionally, on the daily time frame, we are being in the overbought area and we just started curving towards upside. Last time we started curving towards upside, Bitcoin clearly went even lower towards approximately $100,000. So that is why I am telling you, ideally I want to see a rejection. Unfortunately, I do not know with 100% certainty if we are already going to bottom out approximately at $107,000 and then go higher. However, ideally I want lower, approximately $106,000 to be hit on Bitcoin in the next couple of days, where of course we can be interested to fire another long or a buy position, and then of course expecting maybe even a brand new all-time high in the coming days. That is why make sure you take an advantage of the free bonuses using the second link down below. No KYC, no VPN, and only after you register you're going to get 10 USDT completely for free and then deposit on your account, because you're going to get a 20% deposit bonus. But also right now, thank you for smashing up the like button.